Today we are continuing from where we last left off.
Is someone there?
Which is in the Redwater Den. I just finished doing most of the alchemy. Now, all I have to do is, I went the wrong way. Finish the mission. That's what I was going to be doing. But I think I just went the wrong direction, so I might as well take a minute. Nope, I went the right way. For some reason I thought I went back to the area before this. I was like, wait, did I just go the entire wrong way? I walked by that twice. No. Too close. Should have stayed down there a little further. You could have stood there and stared at me like everyone else did. You would have lived a little bit longer. Just kidding, they wouldn't live that long. Either way. Man, I finally took them like close to hitting that trigger button. Apparently my bow is literally phasing right through the enemies. This is weird. Apparently that skeleton did not want to die to the bow. I don't know how else to say that. It just kept phasing right through him. Every arrow. Almost as if he wasn't there.
Make it... Yes?
Okay. That's not weird at all. Normally they attack you on sight.
The blood from the screen. I mean, that seems easier than running a schooner.
Speak. My money's on the big one. Yes, I haven't got all day.
No, you don't. Because you could have fooled me. Seriously. This is, weird. Because, I mean... well, I guess it's... I've never had this happen before. Normally, when one attacks you, they all do. And I'm just kind of sitting here scratching my head trying to think of what the fuck happened. Because something just doesn't seem right about all of that. We're just gonna keep going and, you know. I should probably treat it all as normal and, you know, just keep shooting them. Because 9 out of 10 times, these creatures are extremely hostile. So, I'm not gonna take chances in something, you know, misfiring or not working proper because I didn't kill everyone in there. Most of the time, and I mean like every time I've gone through there, I have been attacked by everything coming through those past few chambers. What I find weird is the fact that only the vampires and those creatures did not attack, and that is what's confusing the literal daylights out of me, is because normally they're the only ones that would attack, which is what I don't get.
Got something to say? Yes?
Give me the door key. We're just gonna avoid the chit chat. Sorry, I'm trying to eat my lunch at the same time. And we're back where we started. This is half the reason I thought I had went backwards, is because of this little area right here. For some reason, every time I walk through here, I assume that that area is the area we went through all the way on the other side of these, like, chambers over here. Like I said last time, this guy was, in our last video, he was alive and talking to us. By the time we actually went all the way through here, up to those last few chambers, killing everything in our sight, till the time we just come back around now, it took that long for this guy to just die. We killed him coming through, watched all the other idiots just kinda sit there, slowly cough themselves to death, And all these guys were alive when we came through. Except for maybe him. I think he was dead to start with. Hey look, bonehawks. That's exactly what those are. So if you ever wondered where you could find, like, say, the recipe for the bonehawk thing and where to get the materials, bonehawks fly all the way around the pier of the Castle Volkerhardt's, entryway.
I see you have returned. Look, as well you should have. Welcome to the politics of Lord Harkon's court. Bengalmo and Orthios both long for our Lord's throne, but cannot make overt moves against him. Each sought to gain power by using his underling to kill you, and keep the chalice for himself. By ensuring the chalice reaches our Lord, you have increased his power over them. At the same time, deprived them of their little peace. You've done Lord Harkon 2 great services. Take what you've learned to heart, and be careful who you trust. Now, I believe that Lord Harkon wishes to speak with you.
Now then. Who's hiding here?
Ah, you are here. Yes, I did. When I told you that I was grateful for my daughter's safe return, I told the truth. But I did not tell you everything.
I suspected as much.
Strong instincts and a cunning mind can serve you as well as blade, spell, or claw. As you know, vampires are powerful, but we have limits. Our great enemy is the sun. And until recently, it's an enemy we've had no way to fight. For centuries, I searched for an answer to this problem. I found an old prophecy written by a moth priest, those scholars who read the Elder Scrolls. The prophecy tells of a time in which vampires will gain power over the sun and will no longer fear its tyranny. I believe the secret to unraveling that prophecy is written in Serana's Elder Scroll. I have ordered the court to assemble. I have a new task for us all to carry out.
Moth priest finding the other scrolls.
Come now, and hear my proclamation.
So that means one of two things. There is a way of getting the scroll now, all of them. There is a way of getting the bow right now, without thinking about it, but I'm not gonna do that. Reason being, it's more fun to do it the regular way.
Sires of the night, hear my words. The prophesied time is at last upon us. Soon we will claim dominion over the sun itself, and forge a new realm of eternal darkness. Now that I have reclaimed one of my Elder Scrolls, we must find a moth priest to read it. I have spread false rumors about the discovery of an Elder Scroll in Skyrim to rule a moth priest here. Now it is time to see if those efforts have borne fruit. Go forth and search the land for rumors of a moth priest within our borders. Look to the cities. Speak to innkeepers, carriage drivers, anyone who would meet a traveler. Go now, and carry out this task. This is my command.
Any idea how you're going to find the Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Well, back before the wizards know about all kinds of... Actually, now that I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit. I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple hundred years locked away with one would have given me some insights, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something.
Hmm.
I guess so.
Anything for you? I don't recall addressing you, worm.
Oh, I have everything I need.
Perhaps. In the unlikely. Hello there.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, jump ship from the void teleportation room in here. We're, well, not in the Hall of Valor, but in here is a location which will help us not only find the other Elder Scroll, but also the one we are currently looking for. It is not going to be going in and grabbing it from the editor's smoke room. No. That would just be too easy. And yes, we do have it as an option, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do instead, which would make the game run a lot smoother, mind you, not go to Winterhold. Well, actually, technically we have to go to Winterhold, but we don't have to go there directly. Although, we're going to Winterhold because it's our only close location. We're going to bug Septimus Cygnus without any sort of prelude or so on.
Your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, most. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for me. Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within? Ah, the immortal plane. It would seem that the college, not just a small test, if you will. Excellent. The flame Atronach is a vital companion for anyone relying on conjuration. No? Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
We're going to quickly do this, just so we can deal with it later.
Much knowledge lies within the walls.
No fan of the sun. You'd be better than this.
Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
We're not gonna do that. We're gonna go back to what we were intending on doing before she interrupted our walk path. We're going to go around that. We have other tasks to attend to, far exceeding the college entry point. But now that we have at least discovered our way here, that is the benefit of having the ultimate armory, as it is called. Adrian, or Alduin, however you want to say it, ultimate armory, the mod I will show you just so you know which one it is a wonderful benefit to us. Uh-oh. Something's not going on right with this, for whatever reason. Well, unfortunately, this is what we kind of have to deal with at this point in time. I'm not entirely sure why it's not functioning the way it should at this time. Maybe the servers are down, maybe... I honestly have no idea what's causing this to have these problems. But... For some reason, it is having issues. I don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. But I'm just going to continue on past that. If you were looking for a decent mod, I would say to use the Ultimate Armory, as well as the other mods that I am using, such as the Realm of Lorcan, as an alternative start, the Void Armory, aka the Ultimate Armory, the Ring of God mode, and these mods are all able to function with one another without any issue all that well, that I've noticed. There are a few things in each of them that will crash the game, except for the Ring of God mode. That just works without issue that I've seen so far. But there are some mods of the game in the other mods that we use, such as the Realm of Lorcan, which will crash the game, I've seen, and there is some that are in the Ultimate Armory that will also crash the game. But for the what I use it for, these four, I have no problem with it. Where, oh where? I know he's out here in the floating ice cap somewhere. We seek the individual known as Septimus. His full name is Septimus Sigmus. He is the only one who would know how to get us to the Dragon Scroll. And being that we're already out this way anyway, looking for information, quote-unquote, for additional Elder Scrolls, we might as well attempt to get the original one, the first one that we're supposed to get. Don't remember where his thing is. His little hideaway. Where are we? Ah. That's why we haven't found it yet. Because we're going the wrong, or we were going the wrong direction from it. If you were wondering, yes, I know we just walked by a snow bear. And yes, I know it said talk to the snow bear. A reason we don't have to worry about those kind of creatures attacking us is a unique little gift that we did pick up at the beginning. Which, there is two ways for me to get this. In using the mods that I have, we have the availability to get Voice of the Sky for far longer than the normal way. Animals will neither attack nor flee from us. Voice of the Sky on its own, normally in the base game, can be gotten from reading all of the inscriptions. That's one of 9 or 10 inscriptions going up to High Hrothgard on the what was it, 8,000 steps, 9,000 steps, or whatever. There are these little stone emblem tablets with inscriptions on them. And like I said, I think there's like 8 or 9 of them. Can't really remember. Somewhere. I think there's like maybe 10, technically speaking, including the one that says X. Because X is 10. The little singular eye-like structure is 1. So yeah, I think there's actually 10, thinking it over, that are literally spanned throughout the entire walk up to the Temple of High Hrothgard, up on top of the Throne of the World.
When the top... the ice entombs the heart. To harness it is to... The Elder Scroll, I have seen enough to know their fabric, the warp of air, the weft of time. But no, it is not in my possession. Here, well, here as in this plane, Mundus, Tamriel, nearby, relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer city slept, the yearning spire, hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mzark. Of Tan, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath a deathly rock. 2 things I have for you.
2 ways. Because we have the Void Teleportation Room. Actually, 3. Our alternate start location also has one.
And needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mzark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. The deepest doors of Dwemer listen for singing. It plays the attitude of notes proper for opening. Can you not hear it? Too low for hearings? To glimpse the world inside an Elder Scroll can damage the eyes or the mind, as it has to Septimus. The Dwemer found a loophole, as they always do, to focus the knowledge away and inside without harm. Place the lexicon into their contraption, and focus the knowings into it. When it brims with glow, bring it back, and Septimus can read once more. Ooh, an observant one. How clever to ask of Septimus. This Dwemer lockbox. Look upon it and wonder. Inside is the heart of a god, the heart of you and me. But it was hidden away, not by the dwarves, you see, They were already gone. Someone else, unseen, unknown, found the heart, and with a flair for the ironical, used dwarven trickery to lock it away. The scroll will give the deep vision needed to open it. For not even the strongest machinations of the Dwemer can hold off the all-sight given by an Elder Scroll. You look to your left, you see one way. You look to your right, you see another. But neither is any harder than the opposite. But the Elder Scrolls, they look left and right in the stream of time. The future and past are as one. Sometimes they even look up. What do they see then? What do they dive in? Then the madness begins.
There you go. Theoretically, if they look left and right in time, wouldn't they do the same if they looked up and down? That's always the clever part of that. That's where we're going first. Downside is we have a little to nowhere to go but back to Winterhold and walk our way there. Additionally, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, now I remember. Additionally, I usually have a spot nearby there already discovered, but I haven't taken the time in this run just so I have more to do. Alright. It's just a bear. We'll head up this way. There's a Shrine of Azura over there. Flying frost troll. It got its cheeks ringed out. That was amusing. Very amusing.
Where'd you...
Boring. They should have tried a little bit harder. I'll have to remember that for another time. Because we are going to need the Dragon Skull for both the main story and the story we're doing. But being that I don't really have to come here yet, I'm just doing it because I can, and I should have done it before this, which means I should have done the main story first, but you know, crap happens. I did the main story in another run through, so I'm not going to try to do that again. I'm just going to have fun with it, you know? See exactly how many times I can change things around. Because we're gonna need this scroll more than once. As I've said a dozen times already. That's okay though. That's okay. Gonna go through here pretty nonchalantly and quietly. Itchy wrist. My wrist just decided to start itching. With no idea why. It's okay though, and it'll disappear.
I know you're trying to do that yourself, Cesar. Always trying to do this.
That is the crazy cat guy who's addicted to skooma, I believe. What his actual addiction is, I do not know. But apparently he went mad and killed all of his friends who are here with him in this excavation. If I were to sit there and read the journal we found and the ones we'll find in a few, you'd know the whole story. He's driven crazy because his one, whether it's his brother or not, I don't know. But either way, the one cat is a murderer now and killed everyone who was trying to help him. His one compatriot he was talking to,
Where'd you come from?
is how I'm gonna put it. I don't know what the connection is, truth be told. I'm pretty sure it's relative of some kind, but I can't remember what. Was trying to get him to sober up and clean himself, I guess you could say. Not be deprived and crazy as he is. And he ended up killing them all for it. Crazy one is. That's why we find all these dead dwarven machines and or other individuals. All the torches laying about, blood stains.
Who is this, brother? Another of the smooth skins looking for food?
There we go, now we know what the connection was. It was his brother. There. So now we know. Oh, yeah. It was skooma. It's not the first time I've run into that, but it is the first time I actually made note of what exactly the problem was. Well, when he says another of the smoothskins, it's because he's killed already the rest of their entire group. Or at least all but two. Two of which we'll find at the very end of this place. And we'll have to kill them anyway, just because they're in our way. But yeah, that's basically what we're up to right now, is just going through here. Bless me. I think that's actually the first time I've ever heard him say that that was his brother, in all honesty, I think. If I had to remember correctly. Most of the time I don't even pay attention to it. I just usually shoot, run through, you know. Don't even bother to pay attention to it. But just a little side note, an extra. Couldn't have just opened for us. There it goes. Scrap metal to melt down dwarven ingots later. This is the easiest part of this. Just hopping right over them. I can't see it from there. It's okay, I'll just move on and let her deal with the one. Oh, my knee popped. Oh. Chose wiser not to come after us into the next room, because they can do that. Ragtag bunch of misfits trying to pop the cork on the treasures in this place, ending up getting themselves killed. 9 out of 10 times that's how it is. No. Stay dead. I didn't kill you first three dozen times. Just for you to keep coming back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say they are. Every one of those I have to kill is the same exact one. Just because it's more fun that way. Just a little. I know they're different, but it's just, you know, a little more fun. Stop coming back from the grave, damn it. It gives me something to comment on. This is not the time for you to keep showing randomly out of thin air. That's oh, it must have been the adapt one. Because adapt and expert, when it comes to lockpicking, are usually on the right side. For example, expert usually can be anywhere from the center here, where it starts, all the way down this side normally. Rarely it'll be on this side. Very rarely. Ah, so that's one of those rare moments. Anything lower than expert is usually either on the left side, depending on what it is, or it's on this side. Like right up here, usually. Master usually ends up like right here, like this one kind of seems to be. Perfect. That's typically how it works. Random empty chests will just be empty and... Apprentice locks will be usually on the left side, typically. Adapt will usually have the sweet spot when it comes to lockpicking on the right side.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
What else? What other types have I seen? Master locks are usually right around the upper right side of the lock. And then the experts kind of are like the only weird ones that can freeform from wherever. Rarely I have seen, like I said, the expert locks end up being on the left side. Normally I find them on the center point, or I find them on the right side. Usually. And that's just what I've come to learn from running this, I forget how many times now. I've played every version of Skyrim since its starting point, from computer to PS3, from PS3 to PS4, from PS4 to PS5, and rinse and repeat more than 100 hours plus in each version. Right now we're doing PS5 to get it up to the 200 hour mark at this time. That's basically what I'm doing with this. Just so I can say I've had over 200 hours in every type. I've put about 200 into the PS4 version, 280 in that one. 200 in the PS3 version before I got rid of my PS3.
I knew I heard something.
I had... what else? The PC, last I checked, logged in about maybe, gotta say, 300? Somewhere in there, between 3 and 310. That is the only time that that'll ever activate. Is once you walk through that one tripwire, and then any other time, it'll never activate again.
Where'd you come from?
No, you don't.
Never saw anything like this. Who's there?
Just take everything, deal with it later. Three, two, one. Cue the next one to attack, and it's right there. Oh, I missed. Now it's dead.
Sulla, let's just get out of here. Hasn't there been enough death?
Of course you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself.
Where'd you come
Guess it's all clear.
Where'd you come from?
Hold still, will you? There we go.
I'm
Black
okay with
Reach, we have arrived.
that. More than my share of time. Where'd you come
We hit it with those bolts. Ooh, good shot. That ain't getting up.
Who's there? Done and
Your shield can't do nothing against an arrow, you idiot.
where'd you come from?
Got him. Did my arrow just face through that thing twice? There we go. Barrier blocked twice. That time we got him. Oh, I missed that by a hair. Usually the only time they turn around is if I miss them by an inch or something like that. Very small percentage.
Show yourself. I knew it.
See. That's still gonna take a ton of skill. Hitting one of those little wisps from that far of a distance is still pretty damn good. What do we got? Let's see. Not worried about the Dwarven City just yet. I will be back on another occasion for that. There's another one of these guys out of my way. There's our one entry point from our alternative start location. The Void Teleportation Room has also got one back by the entry where we started. But I'm not gonna go run all the way back just to go all the way back again. I'm surprised none of the giants are down here yet, at this point in time. Usually there's at least one walking the pathways around the city. But apparently not this time. I'm just gonna bypass all the scrolls and stuff in here, just because it takes me a bit of time and effort. Oh, for those of you who may just be tuning in, we have officially decided not to do the main storyline just yet. We're just coming here for the scroll for the DLC content. Serana is right there running up with us. Getting this ahead of time. Stand out of my way. Elder Scroll. For a minute there, that looked like a door going up to it.
It's so bright in here. Nice.
Very, very meticulously. Alright, so I will give that back to him at a later time. We're now going over to, oh, where is it? Dragon Bridge. We gotta find. We have the one Elder Scroll. We want to go find the Moth Priest now.
Like to, it's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a gray robe. Might be that I have. I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here. Oh yes, I remember your moth priest now. He wanted me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him it ain't one of my stops.
I've read stories about the Solitude Moon. I didn't expect it.
That's one way we can go about it, or we could have found Dragonbridge and just asked people there too. There's the annoying deity's temple again. That deity giving us Dawnbreaker, which we do have. I just forgot the legendary it. Or not legendary it, favorite. Half of my usual favorite combo. That being Dawnbreaker. Other one's just a substitute till we can find and get the other one that I usually use. But for right now, all I gotta do is walk this way.
So that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop. Just headed south across the Dragon Bridge. All right then.
I already knew where I was going. It just was a matter of doing it the right way. Problem solved. And they took him into the nearby cave, which we can already see its little icon for. Or wait, that's the cave. That's an additional cave. The one we're looking for is over this way. Come on. There we go. Just gonna ignore it because we have to do it. I don't like to do that, but I have to. And yet the corpse is helping the vampires.
Bears put up a hell of a fight.
We come again. So we need the stone. You will.
By the divines, it's as if my eyes have been opened. I am blinded by the light of your majesty. I must obey you. What would you have of me, master? Certainly. Where can I find this castle? I will set out at once then.
And that's how fast we can turn the Moth Priest to our side. Now then. Back to the castle for us ourselves. And I will be right back.
Never should have come here. Where'd you...
We are back. The Dawn Guard have taken to hanging about the island whilst trying to spy on us all the time. Downside is, now, we have a constant supply of enemies to kill. Really? You failed. Try harder next time, and don't come back from the dead. Someone texted me. Delayed reaction. All right. So I will have to, when we get done getting the information we need for the scrolls, we are going to need...
Hello there. Well done.
To take a break
Somehow
for a
I
while.
knew it would be you and Serana.
Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
I wish I could have been there to hear the sounds of their screams. Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it, and let us hear the words of prophecy together.
Of course. What is it that you need me to do? Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this. Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls.
That was not as useful as I would have liked. Even so, you did well. My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin. It seems our work is not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
All this talk of Elder Scrolls and Oriel's bow. Lord Harkon's ambition truly is big.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian, he said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it, especially my father. You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just... a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, the last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. That is, I don't think we'll actually... Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny. There's an old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. Come on, it's just around the side.
And this is where I'm going to make a quick save, and I will be heading out for a little bit. I don't know when I'll be back or if I will be streaming when I return. I'm probably pretty sure that's where I'm going to be when I get back, is to do a little more Skyrim, but other than that, we'll see when the time comes. But for now, thank you all for watching, and hope you tune in again.